Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a minute. I just wanted to let you know I have officially been sponsored. To get into it, it's been a very big life-changing thing within the world of disc golf for me. So I'm gonna do something that's gonna be fun for me. So I've officially been sponsored by the brand Lone Star Disc. I don't have my approach disc yet. I'm gonna be getting those soon, so just watch out for updates on those. But other than that, I think this is the bag that I'm gonna be rocking with 2024 with. Then, of course, with a new brand and or with a newer sponsor, there's gonna be something else in this bag. Like there's gonna be ins and outs, just trying to figure out completely what I want. But yeah, this is an update going into my 2024 season, and yeah, let me just get right into it. Up first, I'm just gonna go over the accessories on my bag. Then I'll get into the actual disc. First, got a JBL speaker. Just like listening to music while I practice and just play with some friends, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Let's see here. Got my chalk bag. Lone Star Disc chalk bag. I love this thing. It's good for the grip I need, especially on discs that get a little bit slicker. Let's see here. I got my trusty yellow towel that you've seen before. It's always a handy thing. I got my new PDGA Mini. I like it. It's so much cooler than everything else right now. I have my copper fit arm sleeve for my elbow. It's been kind of in and out with how much it hurts a little bit, just because I'm getting used to forehands a lot more. Let's see, do I get anything else in here? This front pocket? Yes. Got a Sharpie. For aces, or just wanting to sign stuff for the fun of it. Almost did get an ace the other day. That would be cool. Definitely would have posted it on Instagram. That would have been awesome. Let's see. I believe that's it. The bag is an Atlas bag, and there will be an update on a certain thing to come later in this channel, which is gonna be awesome to see. Other than that, let's get right into the disc. So right now, I am putting with the V2 penny putters. I have 3 of them in the bag, and yeah, I just like to have extra putters in the bag, especially 3. I don't know why. It's just a me thing. It's just a me thing. But with that, it just makes me feel comfortable having 3. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's set this right there. Next up, I have a Saki Bomb First Run Slammer. And I've been thinking about trading this for the copperhead later to come. Of course, in that approach disc slot, I don't know yet. Just still trying to figure it all out. Yeah. Then I have an Origio harp. My purple one, sadly got lost to the drink at Paul B. No, it wasn't Paul B. It was Low Black. So that's always fun. Yeah, I'm kind of beating this one in a little bit more. I love this disc for forehands, especially forehand upshots. It's just overall a really fun disc. Yeah. Next up, I have a Alpha Penny Putter, and this disc has been a workhorse for me already, and I've been throwing it pretty much everywhere. I can get this sucker to just kind of go from a slight hyzer to flip up, ride, and then just slowly come back. So far, this is one of my favorite throwing discs, especially in the lineup. I love it on backhands a lot. And yeah, Alpha Penny Putter. It's a really fun disc. Up next, I have a Bravo Harpoon. This disc has been something else in my bag. With this disc, I can put it up flat and always trust it's gonna come back to the left. It's comfortable on forehands. Of course, on forehand, you get a little bit more torque on it, so I can get to roll over a little bit easier. But on backhand, I can throw it straight and trust it to come back. It's been a really fun putter / mid disc to throw, and I've really been enjoying this disc. Essentially. Now it is on to the mid-ranges. I carry 3 mid-ranges, and yeah, we'll just start with the least understable one right here, or most understable one. Sorry about that. I have a Texas Ranger, an Alpha Texas Ranger. This disc is so much fun to throw, especially on tunnel shots, because you can get it to ride, flip up, and keep riding. And it's so much fun. It feels like if you gave a buzz a tinier beat, like a tiny bead on it. And as we know, I previously loved the Wasp. So that tiny bead is beautiful in my hands. I love it. And yeah, Alpha Texas Ranger. Next up, I have the Alpha MIDI. This disc, something else. It's something else, guys. This disc is awesome. I love this disc. It holds to wind. I can get it to just ride, and then just come out of it. Awesome on forehands. I can get it to go. This disc is something I'm excited to be throwing within the next season. So, just the MIDI. Lastly, one of my favorite discs. And I know a lot of people will be like, yeah, all my discs are my favorites. But this one, for some reason I fell in love with. It is the Bravo Walker. And this disc is just something else. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. I can forehand it really well. It's so comfortable in that forehand. And on the backhand, I can just get it to go out on that Anheuser and just know it's gonna come back. I can throw it out on any wind and know it's just gonna fight out of it. Oh, there's just something about this disc? Probably Walker. Now on to my fairways. With my fairways, I currently bag 7 of them. I love fairways dearly. Like, this is one of my favorite slots in my bag. Yeah, let's just hop right into it. We're gonna start understable, and then we'll just move up the list of stabilities. Let's see here. First, I have an Alpha Mockingbird, and it's got a little bit of a dome to it. This disc, you just throw out there on hyzer, it'll flip up, ride a little bit to the right, and then just barely come back. Or you could throw it out flat, let it ride, and it'll just slowly come back. It barely come back at all. This disc is so much fun to throw. I love it. Next, we have the Team Stamp Guadalupe. I have not been able to throw this yet, but on a forehand, it feels really good in my hands, and on a backhand, it feels butter. It feels like butter. This disc is gonna be fun to throw, especially whenever I get a chance to. Founders Guadalupe. Next, I have 2 of these in the bag. First one is one of the Alpha Dos X's I have in my bag. This disc is a lot of fun to just forehand. If you want something comparable to it, it'd be like an Innova Eagle. For anyone that's thrown that, yeah, this one's gonna be money, especially whenever I get a chance to throw it. Here's another one, except with a little bit more pop top to it, and these 2 discs are just gonna be really fun. There's nothing more I can really say about them. So a disc that's been really fun to me so far, that I can get out there on a forehand and just kind of hit it flat and know it's just gonna come back, or get a little bit of turn out of it and know it's gonna come back, or just throw it on that backhand, get to ride, and then just slowly come back on a long distance. That would be the Alpha Mad Cat. This disc is so much fun. I'm enjoying this disc a lot, especially on those forehands, and just getting them out there and just allowing myself to throw them flat, and then just letting them ride, and then just have that little bit of a comeback. Yeah, Mad Cat. So I carry 2 Bravo Chupacabras in the Bravo plastic, because I like a little bit of a gummier plastic, especially on my super overstable fairway to control disc. As you can tell, this one is this one's the little bit more beat-in one. I can tell by just how many scrape marks are on the side of it and everything. And this one's kind of like a fresher one. And I'm trying to get this one beat in a little bit more and keep this one a little bit more overstable. But these are just the pink bubble gums in my bag. I love them both. Chupacabra. Up next, I have distance drivers. These are the fun ones. These are really fun ones. I'm gonna enjoy a lot of these Of course, I'm gonna try out a couple more, like, actually, we'll just get into it. Up first, I have the Alpha Curl. This disc is like the definition of domey. It's got some sticky stability to it. Now, I'm expecting it to fly how a Discmania is it? It's DD, the DD from Discmania. I'm expecting, no, DD1. Alright. It's really fun. I can get to flip up really easily and just ride, and then cut out. Yeah. The Lone Star Curl. Up next, I have some really fun ones. I have my bayonets. I have 2 Bravo bayonets, and for some reason, I've just pulled more towards the Bravo plastic in these bayonets. They just seem to hold their stability a little bit more for me, and I can get these things to flip up, ride a little, and then just cut back, and they're just bombers. These discs go far, and by far, I mean far. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about these. These are insane. I love these things. Up next, I have 2 Bowies, and they are in the Alpha plastic, and I can forehand these really well, and they're just long, like dead straight, ride, come back. These bomb, not as far as the bayonets, or quite close to the bayonets, but when I beat these in, these are gonna be some fun flying discs. Yeah, Lone Star bayonets. And lastly, I have a Alpha Seguin. There is too much I can say about this disc already. This disc is a wind fighting machine. I love this thing. I can throw it out there and trust it on Anheuser. It's gonna come back hard. This thing is a wind fighter as well. I can trust this in any winds and know it's just gonna stay where it goes. And yeah, the Lone Star Alpha Seguin. So that was my entire in the bag, and this is gonna be a fun year, guys. This is not all that I want to try from Lone Star. There's a lot I want to try, like the BB6, the new Bearcat coming out, and I just want to try like the Growler as well, the Harrier, just all that fun stuff as well, and that's gonna be fun. This is what this sponsorship is for me to have fun and to move up in disc golf and just get noticed and just keep going and eventually try to go pro. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And before I go, I would like to thank y'all all for just watching and just being awesome people. It makes me happy to see that people are actually noticing my videos and just noticing me as a player and just being out there. And I can't thank you enough for that. And as always, stay happy, stay blessed, stay safe. And I love you guys.